Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, the movie hero team has been blessed with greatness all year long. But it's not just the movie hero team. Movie bosses as well. Now, I still remember, it's kind of a funny moment. I was doing some video on some character right before physical Turles was announced. And I noticed, oh wow, movie bosses hasn't had something in quite a while. We're probably due. Movie bosses has been, like, when Dokkan does villain characters historically, I feel like movie bosses is usually where they put all of the juice into villain characters. Like, again, historically, you know, first anniversary was a villain character, right? I mean, they go to Gogeta and Janemba again for Golden Week the next year, right? You know, we get Yellow Coin LR Broly was the first. This is the first Yellow Coin LR that was out on Global, was STR Broly. You go through the history of movie bosses, and it is consistently getting dominating characters, great animations, just craziness all the time. So right now, movie bosses over the course of the calendar year starts with Golden Frieza, AGL LR Broly, LR Cellmax, Tech LR Broly, Int LR Broly, and Bio Broly. So we have got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 summonable LRs this year. We got a free-to-play LR, and then, I mean, don't forget that Hirudegarn is a Dokkan Fest exclusive. He is technically a 2023 character, but it's like, you know, December 28th of 2023 or something like that. So, movie bosses, I mean, after this last worldwide download celebration is just absolutely broken. And especially adding yet another option to it, like, the thing is that this kind of, like, core lineup, which is movie bosses and also uncontrollable power, the new category, which I guess technically, like, no character introduced into the game, but in LR Broly is kind of like the first leader for the actual category, uncontrollable power. We have a pretty nasty villain core that we could kind of cycle in and out, meshing around certain characters' restrictions. In LR Broly, Bio Broly, Cell Max have restrictions that kind of want to be hit. And we're able to now cycle in, again, a pretty powerful core of characters. So, you know, I feel like in the past, you know, we've had good villain teams, but I feel like right now, this movie bosses / uncontrollable power, probably the best villains have ever been in Dokkan. It feels like it. The cooler team, the cooler movie bosses team from the 2022 Worldwide Download Celebration, obviously was mega elite and really came into its own. But, like, think about it. Like, LR Janemba was a legitimate big option on this team. And, I mean, that was, you know, LR Janemba at that point was 15 months old or something like that. Now, I mean, we're rocking a full team of mostly new characters. I mean, you know, one of the oldest legitimate options that we would be running would be, you know, Hirudegarn, I guess. It's like the team is mostly new characters. And what's funny is movie bosses is gonna remain relevant like this forever. Keep in mind, we do have a Garlic Jr. in the game, but we do not have a Garlic Jr. on movie bosses. We don't have one. There's no Garlic Jr. character from the first movie that's in Dokkan. Doesn't exist right now. So we still need to get a Garlic Jr. from the first movie. Dr. Wheelo did get kind of a major character of this Prime Battle LR. It is kind of a bummer because I would like to see both Bio Broly and Dr. Wheelo get Dokkan events. But, I mean, at the very least, both Bio Broly and Dr. Wheelo, their animations are good. You know, voiced as well. Dr. Wheelo's intro is voiced, his active skill is voiced. So, at the very least, Prime Battle LRs are treated much better than, like, Battlefield LRs. Like, when they give characters great animations that are typically voiced and they're not voiced, it really annoys me. But at least Bio Broly and Dr. Wheelo don't have to suffer that, you know, indignity. The third movie is the Turles movie, which Turles obviously has been heavily represented. We have the LR Turles. This is an elite character right now, this LR Turles. It depends on how you want to build, again, movie bosses or something like that. This character doesn't synergize the greatest with Int LR Broly not being uncontrollable power, though. That's kind of a big thing, right? So, like, in the team we're going to use today, I'm actually not going to use LR Turles because I'm going to prioritize Int LR Broly. I mean, I guess I could have ran LR Turles on the team, but, you know, it is what it is. So we have Turles. Movie 4 is Lord Slug. All we have for Lord Slug is this free-to-play character from 100 years ago, and this non-Easy Aid giant Lord Slug character. So I would love, you know, a Dokkan event for Lord Slug. Lord Slug is, you know, a character that has a good link set. You know, he's got Big Bad Bosses, he's got Thirst for Conquest, he's got Metamorphosis. Huge, huge. And, I mean, he's on a lot of these categories we'd like to see buffed. Space Traveling Warriors, Terrifying Conqueror, Namekian as well. We're going to have Sub-EZA Nail soon, who's pretty good. Yeah, Lord Slug's also on Power of Wishes, too. Yeah, holy shit. So, Lord Slug will be great. Now, the 5th movie, Cooler, we obviously have gone big time into. Cooler has many Dokkan Fest exclusive characters. This Transforming Cooler, one of the most popular characters ever, with how good his animations were. And then this Cooler is also one of the most popular characters ever, I'd say. For villain fans, this guy obviously is crazy. Metal Cooler, also the next movie, has had some very good... This guy was super crazy when he first came out. Absolutely a jaw dropper. I'm not as high on this guy. Whoops. I got one of those phantom inputs right there. God damn it. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this guy right here. I think that his EZA might be very special. That's what I'm hoping for with Metal Cooler, is that this guy is going to end up having a special EZA. After that is the Android 13 movie. And while we have gotten a lot of characters from there, we've only had one Dokkan Fest, which is this. So I'd love to see LR Android 13. You know, 14 and 15 have very little representation as well. They're not movie bosses, so they're not going to be in this category. But yeah, 14 and 15 have very little representation, so we could head back to that. Now, obviously, the Broly stuff, you know, we did just get, this is obviously an LR from, you know, movie 8. This is, you know, the first Broly movie. Then we have 2 other Dokkan Fest exclusive characters. The Super Easy Broly's from movie 8. And this Broly is also, nope, not him. This guy. This guy is also from movie 8, right? So there's that. Bojack, I mean, he does have his LR back from 2017, but it's time to revisit Bojack as well. His EZA is going to be huge for, you know, movie bosses, Terrifying Conqueror, Space Traveling Warrior characters. This guy potentially could have a very crazy EZA. Then we go back to movie 9, where we have 2 elite characters right now. This EZA Broly, of course, is ridiculously silly. And then, obviously, this Broly leads what feels like one of the strongest teams in the game. I think with the introduction of the Janemba and Gogeta fights, though, I would say Superhero is better because this team, not really in Broly's fault, but a lot of the uncontrollable power characters, Cellmax, EZA Tech Broly, AGL LR Broly, you have a lot of characters who could be killed turn 1 on uncontrollable power. And that's way before, like, this guy's Revive could come into play, or those characters can transform or build up and get better. So, I mean, I think uncontrollable power, you know, things could go bad if you get supered in, like, slot 2 or 3 on one of those weaker characters. But there's movie 9. The next movie, of course, is I said movie 9. That's movie 10. The second Broly movie is movie 10. Then Bio Broly finally gets his character. Pretty good as well. I think LR Bio Broly is quite strong. I could have ran him on the team as well. I didn't, but that's another... Dude, again, the just movie bosses is actually like 10 deep right now on legitimate options. Like, we're not using Bio Broly, LR Turles, Hirudegarn, you know, all very good characters that we could be rocking there. Then movie 12, of course, takes us to Janemba. EZA Janemba is a top 10 unit in the game right now. And then don't forget, this guy is also coming up on his EZA as well. Tech Janemba, right around the corner, potentially. You never know. I mean, this guy and AGL Pycon are waiting in the wings to get a powerful EZA. And then movie 13, of course, being Hirudegarn. I think we still could see an LR Hirudegarn at some point, which I think could be, you know, pretty fun. I guess maybe just like start of turn transform Hirudegarn like that. It'd be a new named character. They could. I mean, I'd be down for it. Movie boss characters, you know, Big Bad Boss characters getting strong elite LRs and characters like that. Not going to be upsetting to me. By the way, Dragon Fist, the animation is just not good enough. They need to quick, fast, and in a hurry release a new LR Dragon Fist with an amazing animation for the Dragon Fist. I think everyone agrees that we would love that. Just please give us like a crazy Dragon Fist. We're ready for that. And then, of course, we have, I guess, Beerus. Beerus could certainly be like a solo LR Beerus We actually have never gotten that. I mean, there's Pajamas Beerus, but that's essential. That's from Dragon Ball Super filler, damn near. Pajamas Beerus. So they could give us a Battle of Gods LR Beerus. Although, if we were to get an LR Beerus, we probably wanted to do the Hakai, right? Which wouldn't be on movie bosses. But, I mean, they could go back to Battle of Gods easily. Golden Frieza has a really great character in many different ways from his movie. This, again, is the movie bosses version and not the, the anime arc version. So this guy will get a crazy EZA maybe next year. This is one of my personal favorite characters they've ever released. This guy was so nuts when we got him. And then lastly, we have Dragon Ball Super Broly, who we just got his Dokkan Fest LR, but they could go back to the well repeatedly with this guy. He has enough animations to sustain 5 LRs. Plus, there's also Wrath Broly, which we've never gotten another version of since the initial introduction of him into the game. And then, of course, Goat Max. We could always get more Cell Max, I think. Cell Max also does a lot of different stuff that they could get animations and stuff like that in there. So, movie bosses, we have so much going on right now on this team, but it's just never, ever going to stop. The movie bosses train is never going to stop. We're always going to be getting more and more and more powerful movie bosses characters. They're always going to be going back to this well, always. Alright, so, specifically the team I decided to bring for us, is full uncontrollable power and movie bosses. This gives me utmost freedom with Int Broly, which is what I really prefer, being able to just, use Int Broly however it is that I decide to do that. I think what we'll do is, we could just blitz UI Goku. Remember, I like this as kind of a good showcase stage. Let's do it. Let's just blitz this kid. Here, I'm going to just transform into Tech Broly right away. This is not a fight where we need to conserve his base form. Perfect. Yeah, one thing I do really like about again, many different ways we could run this team and use it and stuff like that. But I do like this team gives you a lot of options for what you want to do, right? Like, if we decide we want to, go full uncontrollable power or just go down movie bosses, typically, like, when it comes to, like, uncontrollable power part of it, like, I would want to run probably either Int LR Broly or STR LR Turles. Like, I would do one or the other. I don't really want to mix or match them because I just like having that domain up. Int Broly is really, like, powerful, very good, just as long as you've got that domain up. Right here at the start, this is not a boss that's really going to challenge us, so I don't really need to concern myself with wanting the domain up. So we'll just use it on this second turn, turn 3, when we come back to Int Broly, and we are going to be good to go. And then we're going to be able to get EZA Tech Broly to go absolutely ham-taro in this run as well. Because, we have him on turn 2, so he's going to be ready to transform turn 4, and then absolutely decimate UI Goku into the ground. I just really like what they've done with villains right now. It's, like, we see LR Turles at the start, and it's like, okay. But, like, LR Turles in the countdown... Oh, right, because okay, so you can see the intro for Tech Broly twice if you transform for him right away. If you transform him turn 1 and the animations are on, then it'll play the intro for the second one as well. We'll do this. Nah, you know what? I do want Janemba in the... Nah, we'll put Janemba in slot 1. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, we'll go ahead and get Janemba built up. Janemba will be ready to go pretty crazy next turn. I think I'll transform with LR Tech Broly as well. LR Tech Broly, the Carnival Tech Broly, he's going to be in need of Ki a little bit more than Easy Tech Broly, I'm thinking. So I'm just going to save that and give him all this Tech Ki right here. Perfect. Okay. So then we're going to get to next turn. I'm going to pop in Broly's active, and it's just going to be complete decimation for the rest of the fight. Not really going to be too much that the UI Gokus are capable of doing. Janemba, I think, is going to be tremendous for this team. You know, any different versions of it, really. Being as ridiculous as he is defensively, I think he's someone we could always put in front of attacks like this, and we're going to be good to go. And we dodge it. Oh, that's a Ki Blast. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't even consider that was a Ki Blast. So Janemba's got damage reduction. He has guard. He has dodge if the enemy supers him. And then he does have a Ki Blast nullification if the enemy is a Ki Blast attack. So it's just like I've seen a lot of... Okay. Wait, what? Okay, let's just not worry about that. It's fine. I've seen a lot of talk about... That blew me away. I was... Wait, what? What? Did we... Huh? Okay, whatever. Just lock in. We're locked in. It's fine. 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 All the damage we took right there means is we're just going to heal it back with an LR Broly next turn. That's all it means. Yeah, that was kind of a... Whew. Yeah, but Janemba is going to be a great defensive option, which can work really well with all the offensive options this team has got, right? All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So I think the smartest way to play this is to toss this shit out. All right, nice. So now we got the domain up, the uncontrollable power buffing domain, which puts us in a really good position. So we could just go ahead and have Int Broly just sit there in slot 1. We got AGL, LR Broly right there, and then Cell Max will be able to deal the finishing blow to UI Goku. I mean, Cell Max, I think certainly with the introduction of the Janemba and Gogeta fights, I mean, plus now Cell Max's restrictions being a hamper for this core at times. I certainly think Cell Max, we could say he's now dropped a little bit in what would be like rankings and stuff like that. But Cell Max is still just an absolute killer, right? When it comes to Bulma and Goku and Frieza, which I think are kind of the two toughest fights, Cell Max's active skill is a win button against those bosses that, you know, people... Tech Carnival Broly is my favorite character from the worldwide. But, I mean, he is really very similar to Beast Gohan. He's Beast Gohan, but he does more damage. But he doesn't have the target mechanic that Beast has. That's kind of like, besides that, they're pretty similar, really. But, like, Tech Broly can be killed. Like, he's not invincible. But it's like, you could have Tech Broly with his ridiculous defense, you know, all the way through. Then he doesn't have it anymore, but you drop Cell Max's active, and Tech Broly's doing 1,000,000 damage, and the boss dies, and you win, right? No problem whatsoever. Okay. So, I mean, Janemba is kind of like the newest guy we've got right here. I think I'm probably just going to do this, or we could put Janemba in slot 1. I kind of want to put Janemba in front of the UI Goku super attack. That's what I'm dying to do here. I'm not sure. Let's pop these actives here, and I'll think about it. Alright, I mean, we could go either or, right? This would probably work a little bit better, though, to maximize the damage for easy attack Broly. If we go like this, right? We could just do this, yeah, sure. Alright, is Janemba fully built up, or does it need to do one more attack? Doesn't matter. I mean, UI Goku's not going to be able to damage him. Janemba's just way too good. Janemba's crazy, man. It's like, I've actually seen a lot of people down on Janemba, but his defensive ability is just way too much. Like, his toolkit that he's got, I love it. I love what he can do. And then he's got, you know, essentially a team protector mechanic as well with his rage mode transformation. Now, it depends. A rage mode like Janemba's that only lasts for one turn, 30, okay, we'll take that. It can cancel the boss's supers, provided they do the super, right, is how that's gonna work. If they don't, like, do the super during the rage mode, it's not gonna cancel it. It can be a real struggle to cancel boss super abilities. We might have attack broken one of UI Goku supers right there, by the way. But if we don't... Oh, yeah, there we go. Like, against a boss that double supers, that's where the one-turn rage mode maybe wouldn't be the best, right? But against the boss that supers once, especially like Goku and Frieza or something like that Janemba rage mode is going to go so hard. All right, so there's easy attack Broly. This is what he does. He could just finish the fight off for us right here. You can just wrap this shit right up. All right, let's see. Okay, sure. We're getting the crits as well. My easy attack Broly is built full crit to maximize on all this. Oh, the dodge. Damn. All right, but anyway, that's that. See ya. You freaking clown. All right, yeah, not too bad. So let me know what you guys think about movie bosses. Definitely in a very advantageous spot, I would say, though. And movie bosses, like, if you're a big fan of any of these, like, movie bosses type characters, you're sitting pretty. Because movie bosses is in just an elite position, really. Can you stop dodging, kid? Please? God damn it. He's dodging kill shots, man. Alright, all he's going to do is let Father Broly finish this off. Sure, that's done. Oh, come on. If he didn't dodge in Broly's super, we would have been able to get the fire-ass KO screen right there. God damn it. That bastard. Oh, nice crit right there. Yeah, movie bosses is on top, baby. So good. What they did with that Tech Carnival Broly is just so damn great, man. I love that Tech Carnival Broly so much. It's just like letting you, like, giving the player more options is always a good thing, right? Allowing you to, you know, transform with him right away for damage if you want to, or leave him in base for that supreme defense and support ability he's got is just so kick-ass, man. I love it. So, all right, we'll go ahead and finish up here. Let me know what you guys think about the movie bosses theme. But obviously, after the recent worldwide download celebration, and then leading into the worldwide during the countdown with the LR Turles EZA and the EX part LR Janemba EZA, just really made this team just an absolute buzzsaw right now. And movie bosses is always going to be good.